Interaction 1, Assignment 1, Graphical User Interface Concept Development and Critical Discussion Board, Coles versus Woolworths. User 1 is Edward, a 20-year-old male who studies medical science full-time at UNSW. He lives at home with his mother, older brother, and 2 dogs, and eats at home 95% of the time. His mum prepares most meals as he doesn't have time to cook during the day, so he usually just has something quick, for example, crackers with cheese, a piece of fruit, etc. He drinks 1 to 3 coffees a day, made at home, and eats a lot of meat, usually at dinner time, and is picky with certain vegetables. His goals are to order more food that requires little preparation and have food delivered to help out his busy mum. User 2 is 19-year-old Michelle, who is a full-time double-degree student at UNSW and a part-time worker. She lives in a small apartment with her mother, father, brother, aged 14, and a small dog, and eats home-cooked meals most days. She is a pescatarian, and she closely monitors the dairy intake that she does have. Her goals are to develop a healthy pantry to reduce any unhealthy craving, and to have food delivered to deduct any time spent on getting groceries. The empathy maps designed help to better understand the users of the Coles and Woolworths site and gain a deeper understanding on what it is they are looking for. The empathy maps outline both Edward and Michelle's feelings towards shopping in general, as well as their feelings towards online shopping and the potential to have food delivered. The tasks that these users were asked to perform were setting their location and storing favorites to a specific list for future use. Edward's user flow clearly lays out how he was feeling throughout the process of navigating the Coles website. He realized he had a pretty busy uni schedule coming up and wouldn't have time to cook, so he wanted to go online to see what he could buy. At first glance, he loved the sales on the homepage, but was frustrated because he didn't realize there were 2 separate sites, one for buying groceries and one for browsing recipes. Struggled with setting his location, and it took a few minutes as the option blended in with the background. Adding to favorites proved to be difficult as well, as he needed an account to be able to make a list. He also struggled with the poor search algorithm and an annoyingly small, unlabeled button to add to the wish list. Michelle had a similar experience with the Coles website. She loved the fact that the promotions on the homepage were bright. When setting her location, she was not aware that there was a small function on the homepage to do so, as it was not clear. And she did not like the fact that she had to make an account, as she normally gets promotional spam from companies like this. This fear was confirmed when it automatically ticked "Keep me up to date on special offers, products, promotion, and news." Adding to a favorites list was easy, but she did not like the fact that the small button was unlabeled. The task flow to set your location on the Coles website is to click the option to change delivery location in the top left-hand corner. Select Change and follow the prompt to enter your postcode or suburb. From there, select the correct suburb from the drop-down menu, and then you have completed the task. To store your favorites, first you must either log in or sign up, enter account details, or make a new account. Then, once that is completed, type in your desired item, find it from the list, select the icon to add or remove from a list, select Add to New List, name it, and then you have completed the task. Edward had a much better experience on the Woolworths site than he did with Coles. He found the home page to be much nicer, as he could still see the sales, but it was much more visually appealing. Setting his location also proved to be much easier, as it was much more visible, and he just auto-filled his address details. The only con was that he had to put his full address rather than just his postcode. When trying to add to his favorites list, he found that the search algorithm was much better. What he searched for appeared at the top of the list straight away, and typos still displayed similar or suggested items. The Save to List option is very visible and labeled, which was a big plus. Michelle hoped that the Woolworths website would be easier to navigate, and that proved to be true. The homepage clearly displayed the option to set your delivery address with a little truck icon. Once again, Michelle discovered that she would need to set up an account and give out her email address again. After doing so, she also had to re-enter her address manually as it didn't appear automatically on the home screen. She found this process tedious and time-consuming. However, her experience with adding items to favorites was a great success. The Save to List prompt stood out in a blue text box, automatically showing up on the first item and explaining that you can save your favorite items and make shopping even quicker. She was able to add her own personal list and was able to find it easily in the side menus. Outlined here is the task flow to set your location with the Woolworths website. Select Set Your Delivery in the top left-hand corner of the site. From there, you are presented with 3 options for delivery or pickup. After selecting Delivery, you are prompted to enter your delivery address. Select the address suggested to confirm, and then log in or sign up. From there, you have completed the task and your address should be updated in the top left-hand corner of the site. To store your favorites, return to the home page. Search for your desired item, and once you have found it, select Save to List, which will be underneath the item. From there, save to a list or create a new one, and then you are completed with your task. Outlined here is the heuristics analysis for Coles. Flexibility and efficiency of use, as well as user control and freedom, are the 2 heuristics that are being analyzed. Under flexibility and efficiency of use, we looked at the affordances and constraints. Despite having an easy-to-locate search bar, Coles had a rigid sequence of events in order to complete tasks. A bad algorithm, unlabeled ambiguous buttons, and 2 sites which was confusing for users. For user control and freedom, Coles allowed its users to create their own wish lists, but users had little control or freedom on being able to add to cart or wish list until they signed up or logged in. Under flexibility and efficiency of use, Woolworths buttons were easy to find and to understand their function. It had a great search algorithm, and it was an easier process to sign up or log in and to navigate the site in general. A constraint, however, was that it automatically ticks a button to sign up for marketing promo emails and SMS. For user control and freedom, the site gave users a variety of options regarding how they were to get their items delivered or picked up. The only constraint was that users were still required to make an account or log in before being able to complete certain tasks. Overall, users reported having a positive mental model of the Woolworths website as it offered great flexibility and efficiency of use and allowed for more user control and freedom than its competitor Coles. Coles left much to be desired from its users with some fundamental design flaws. Users felt they were more likely to use the Woolworths website again in the future.